Up in, man. I supposed to put Negro knowledge on this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Negro knowledge, I guess, would be just common sense. Finding yourself through the deceptions. It is Negro knowledge. See what I'm talking about? Negro knowledge is bad knowledge to have, because you the God, bro. You hear me? It's Negro knowledge. So now I deal with Iberia and Siberia. I'm gonna get to that Pacific. You know, they're gonna consist of Gwynny, but fuck Gwynny, it's gonna consist of the true location of Japan and how big it really is and all this shit. The opposite of east is west. The opposite of west is east. I ain't dealing with that but east and west. And when I draw the other line, that's when I create that white man, black man, that black African, and that white one, that's south and north. North is that white man over there, south is that black man down there. We dealing with these two hues, east and west, the colored man, the real, the original man, the original divine man. See, one the moon and one the sun. One dealing with agriculture, dealing with the sun, life, existence, and one dealing with mystical creatures and evil shit under the moon. They want to sharecrop at night. They want to do everything at night. They want to do everything by lunar cycle. They lunatics. But we God and divine, and we trying to agriculture the goddamn whole earth. Like they say they supposed to be doing. That's the knowledge they got over there to take care of the whole earth, but they ain't doing it. They got you in a covenant, never death, where you born into sin. Your baby's born right into death. Straight from the hospital. Soon they hit the womb, they already sin as soon as they get here. Because they owe somebody. And then the most that they live, they going to owe somebody some more school. They got to pay for school, everything. Debt. That's sin. They making you a sinner for your whole lifespan. From the pussy to the womb, from the womb to the tomb. You a sinner with no choice. Just like you ain't got no choice when you got there go pledge your allegiance to a flag when you ain't number 4, 5 years old. You don't know what the fuck you pledging your allegiance to. This is indoctrination. See, this is what they did to the Negro. This is what they did to me. And this is why I'm like a ham. Because I use my Negro knowledge. I use my mouth to ear oral traditions that I heard old people say to me. That's why I thank Miss Merriweather for telling me never forget about Creek. That's why I thank my oral tradition. That's why I thank my grandma for saying, I don't believe that no more than the man on the moon. A whole lot of shit that he said. I thank my granddaddy for saying, Europe ain't never been no damn country. I mean, no damn continent. You're just goddamn Asia, yeah. Well, that's what they got into with that shit. Them damn folks, you can't listen to everything them goddamn folks say. Them folks full of shit. That's back when he was strong in this Negroism. He got old now, so he more susceptible to what the fuck y'all put out. I remember he told me about that curve on that water. I said, God damn, they got my granddaddy too. They finally got granddaddy. I said, well, that shit don't work. Boat don't work like that. Well, it's there, my boy. You just can't see it, you just can't feel it. I said, God damn. I said, I started not even try that bitch. My first time getting ready to drive a boat. Yeah. But anyway, we gonna kick us a field goal right here. We're gonna get us 3 points. We're gonna kick us a field goal straight between these goddamn poles that don't exist. See, you're exactly right. And I misspoke. I know you did. Because you keep saying, Danny, what's the matter? Europe is a continent, not a single country. The Iberian Peninsula sits at the southwest. What's the south? Because you're headed towards the outer ring. Edge of the continent, containing the countries of Spain and Portugal. Portuguese. Iberia. Okay. We trying to find this pole today since they can't find it. They got all this technology, satellites, they can see everything. They see what your mammy doing in the house. They see everything. They see all up, yeah, they see everything. They can't find a pole that they claim that they found. They most definitely can't find the Antarctic pole because there's all ice behind us. And the opposite end is where they got their goddamn fake ass North Pole tilted in that east. And that's your location, Japan. Bitch, yeah, like that. Supreme mathematics on your ass. But anyway, Spain, Portugal. See, I told y'all the North trying to hide. And I seen them when they first started trying to hide. I told us, man, some strange about that line right there, bro. It's some strange. And I said, I'm gonna stop trying to figure this shit out. See how they disappear in that land, right? I said, why they doing all that right there? That's the African side. And that's where the pygmies supposed to be. But they turning into the Celts. The Celtic become the pygmy. You know, the Boston Celtic in the middle of the floor, the 4-leaf clove and all that. Yeah, he become the pygmy for these hoes because they piggybacking on what Africa put down. And now they going to feed it to you over here in the West. And hide it behind it, hold it, and hide it behind the sun, knowing they don't fuck with the sun. But they hide behind it. And that's where the secrets come in, because they still secretly do the lunar shit. You can't get no fruit fucking with lunar cycles, nigga. This the fruited plain over here. Y'all hated that shit. Y'all wanted some of them grapes and cocaine and things that come from the West. But it come from godliness. It come from goddamn seeing the earth and learning virtue and learning and respecting nature and vowing to be a steward of the whole earth and go and irrigate and irrigate lands and cultivate lands so this land will be fruitful. This land will be fruitful for everybody upon the earth. That was our mission. That was the Negroe initiative. To make the whole earth fruitful. See, the two sources is the sun and the earth. And the reproduction is the crops that you harvest from having patience. You ain't gotta have faith because you know God gonna do what he gonna do. He gonna grow them crops up towards him in them heavens. It wouldn't be a lunar cycle without the sun. It wouldn't be nothing without the sun. It wouldn't be no energy for no light to put off in no moon. Why the moon can't be the perfect light of the heavens, or the God of the heavens? Because he's the opposite. He get his energy from everywhere else, like where everybody else get their energy from. Life and existence come through that sun. And that melanated distant Heavenly Father, but I ain't gonna get off into all that. I'm just gonna show you how you encompass their ass back. You reverse their technology on their ass. See, a compass. See, I've been here before. I remember. I came past here before. So now I have a sense of direction. See, that's why it's compass. I come past here. I came past here. I come past here yesterday. So I can mark this spot. And I can take this spot and I can spin this Masonic compass and spin it and encompass an area until I navigate this area and research this area and see what's here in this area. This is how you discover lands. And when the Negro went out and discovered lands, they went to desert areas. They taught the military how to go to desert areas and set up shop and make it livable. They learned that from a Negro. Because we were going to desert areas and making it sustainable to live there. Because that's the knowledge that we had obtained using the earthworks and the materials and studying life in a real way, in a divine way. See? Yeah, in a divine way, that's how we studied this shit. That's what makes us divine. That's what makes us divine. So now the military can go to the desert and do the same thing. That's because we taught them this shit. They learn from us. Exterminating us. That's who exterminated the armies. The military. Why you think we ain't still in those places where we went and set up shop? Why our descendants ain't still around and plentiful in those areas? Because they did the same thing to Negroes everywhere we went. Took our shit. The same thing they did at Tulsa, Oklahoma. They did it in recent times. Tulsa, Oklahoma. They still the same people. They do it every day when they jump out the car on your ass for running a stop sign with their gun, with their hand on their guns and telling you, come on up out that motherfucker, you ain't did shit. You got license registration, which you shouldn't need. The Moors know that. Because they help them make the laws. Yeah, them little moles that I talk about this morning. See? But see, they start disappearing that land right there. That's an ATL, and it's the same on this map right here. See? And this how I went in there and got them. The Anian Strait is the Barren Strait. And when you talk about the Anu people, when you talk about the Jomon was the Negroes that was at the end of that Anian Strait helping them hoes over there. Had to come across no Anian Strait. They on the outside playing both sides, like I told y'all. Yeah, in real life. I don't play with this shit, man. I really don't. I really don't play with this shit, Mike. I really don't. I really don't play with this shit, Mike. But I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all some shit. And y'all just do your own calculations. Cause when I get where I can goddamn get stable, I'm gonna do what I already done before and mathematically put this shit together and say, man, these hoes so full of shit is pitiful. That's what I do. Cause I hate being lied to. Now remember, as you going from the location in that location, those rings are getting smaller. You're closer to the North Pole, so the ball gets smaller as it goes up top. So now you got a ship that gravity is so strong that it's making the ship bend and bow down into the water and pushing the middle of that bitch up to keep it flush. Because the true navigators, Negroes, know that boats work, ships work, everything that float work by being flush, flat in the water. Heard what I said? Flat. Flush, flat in the water. So gravity is pulling this iron ship and bending the iron to keep it flat in the water as it navigates up the water hill towards the North Pole. Make it make sense. Call anybody, call Buddy Marine Land, call them these places that sell boats and ask them how do boats navigate in the water. Flush, flat in the water. That's how a boat sails. If it hit any type of curl, it's gonna capsize. Point blank period. But anyway, we're gonna navigate up this hill today. And remember, we're dealing with 3,000 miles now. You see it? We're dealing with 3,000 miles from Iberia to Siberia. Huh? And then we're gonna go cross the North Pole to the other side. We're gonna go cross the North Pole to the other side of the pole to another land. You understand that? From Iberia is down here by the Gibraltar Strait, straight of water. See? See? See that land that they disappearing? I told y'all that's Tuscany in Italy. I told y'all that. And I told y'all I already got the rest of that shit mapped out. I just wasn't ready to tell y'all yet. See, cause I gotta wait till a couple of people pay attention so they can get it and pass it on. Yo, I'm fed been by sharing knowledge. That's what I've been by. Information. That's what I've been by. But I had to get on my fuck shit cause shit. See? It's the Iberian Peninsula. That's it. Y'all can't find the pole. But I got an A in school because I said they found the pole with the 4 Eskimos that don't want to be Eskimos no more. These Europeans that don't want to be from the north no more. And all them northerners, Scandinavia, Vikings, and all this shit, Celtics. They northerners, but now they reside. See? The lunatics that think they can goddamn live on this earth. Kill the sun and life on this earth without God. Without existence, without the sun. These the motherfuckers y'all listen to, bro. Motherfuckers that trying to get rid of them and UV rays, getting rid of UV rays, fucking with the shit, putting plasma in the sky, all that shit. They do not. Mars, to take away from perfect, to war. That's why the sun red on their motherfucking flag. That mean war, blood. The blood sun. They warring against the sun, son. You hear me, son? Y'all, you hear me, son? I call you son because you shine like one. Because you come from one. Because this existence. And it will always be the portal back to what they call the afterlife. That's the portal. And they took your shit and they hide behind holy to keep you latched on to their ass in that east. But you've been living in the West for millions and millions of years, and your blood and sweat and tears and your bloodline is over here. Now they running from their bloodline, trying to hide and trying to make an ethnicity out of a language that you taught them, Paleo-Hebrew. That's Moses. See, we're going to connect these dots on their ass now. Now it's 3,000 miles we dealing with from Iberia to Siberia. Where's Siberia at? In the Ural Mountains? Okay, so where that at? On the boundaries between Europe and Asia? Europe and Asia? What boundary between Europe and Asia? Ain't no boundary between Europe and Asia. Europe is Asia, goddammit. Europe is Asia. What you talking about? East Beast. See, deception already. Siberia is Alaska. And that's where the Anian Strait sits. It's a myth according to Japan, because they don't want you to know where they at. That's why the dumbass North Star trying to hide themselves on the map. Dumbass, y'all telling me, I said, why you disappearing land, bitch? I'm on you. And I ain't gonna stop trying to figure it out. That's the type of nigga I am. I'm gonna figure your hoes out. Y'all did too much. See? So now, the Anian Strait becomes the Bering Strait. So it's 3,000 miles so that whole side around that circumference that encompass that circle, X mark the spot. I don't give a fuck if it's down further, is it more miles, or is it close to the pole? We gonna enclose you. We gonna encompass you within this motherfucking perimeter and pinpoint your motherfucking funky ass. Unfair shit, type shit. Yeah, dumbass, country ass, can't talk nigga type shit. Huh? Historically, the phantom magnetic black rock. When they say the compass, all these niggas been in the military say that compass point north to the center. All our life, the compass point north to the center to a magnetic rock. How big that bitch is? Huh? Called the North Pole. Anytime you see north on something, it's bullshit. Let's get it. Cause they don't even want to be called north no more. Only one want to be called north now is the Brits, and they don't want to do it. Because they know they got to go there and commit incest to keep that bloodline alive. That pure shit. That's why they got in the European Union. They got to go. They want to go there and keep that bloodline alive. They want to keep hope alive to science and can figure out how to make them stronger genetically, where they can, you know what I'm saying? They can't survive. They'll disappear if they goddamn keep missing and mingling. They got to get on out the way. Because the Europeans already placed their ass in a high spot, a high point in the mountain called Caucasus Mountain, and that's the Jew. That's the Jewish. I just traced every goddamn lineage on the eastern side of the world and asked where the Jew fit in it at. They couldn't connect them to now one of them. But they connected them back to white, Caucasian. Because that's what the European did, put their mama up in the Caucasus Mountain. Y'all just stay out the way. Let us run this shit. We got them. We got them. We still respect you as mama. Just go on, get out. Mama, you know you don't like black people. Just get out of the way. We know you gonna always be on that fuck shit. We know you. That's you. We evolving, mama. Yeah, we fucking with these motherfuckers, especially these motherfucking Mongolians over there. These Mongolians got that money, got that knowledge, they got that power, they got that technology. We finna go rule parts of the world now. Get the fuck out of the way, mama. British gonna get out of the way. No longer part of Europe. Get on out the way. But that's your heritage. That's your lineage, north. But you reside in the east now. And don't want to talk about this north shit. Huh? Rupert's Niagara. Sound like Niagara Falls. Sound like the nigga side of the Canadian Falls. That sound like the nigga side of the Niagara Falls. Where water really do fall. It never balls, but it falls. But let's continue to go up this water hill with this goddamn gravity. Putting the iron down, flesh in the water to navigate uphill on water. In the middle of no motherfucking well. Fucking with these folks. Magnetic black rock in the center of the North Pole. North Pole? What you mean North Pole? North Pole. A pole in the middle of the earth that's magnetized, but you can't goddamn get no iron to draw you to the goddamn pole. You ought to be magnetically drawn to the bitch. It ought to be just as strong as gravity, motherfucker. It ought to just clink you to the bitch. You can't find it, hope. But it's magnetic enough to make the stars move in a circle in the heavens. Ain't no pole. It's called Rupert's Niagara. According to history text, the map measurements are in that era the rock was recorded as being 33 French miles. which equals goddamn roughly 110 miles. So this is goddamn rough, 110 miles goddamn wide, with a 33 circumference, right? You riding right past this bitch and can't find it, but you got a nigga flying over the South Pole, upside right, and it's up under the bottom of a ball. That's why we ain't gonna even deal with northern or southern here, because y'all gonna get confused. See? It's east and west time. Asia against the Americas, Orient against OS, the West. And that's us. Okay, let's get it. We're gonna chase this pole today. We're gonna make this shit make sense today, make it make sense that it don't exist. Tuscany. Now I just told you the land that disappeared around that pole was Tuscany. Tuscany is approximately 1,040 miles from the Gibraltar Strait. The Gibraltar Strait is the strait that separates the northwest tip of Africa from the Iberian Peninsula, where those fake-ass European countries start to come down and get close to the northwest. Over there in our graveyard. I told y'all that this morning. That's our graveyard. That's why we ain't putting no flourishing type shit in there and letting it and building in there, because we was using that. That's why you can find tens and tens of thousands of goddamn mounds right in there, because that was our graveyard, nigga. Lil Mo, that's our graveyard, you claiming, Lil Mo. Fuck you talking about. That's them burial grounds, nigga. Fuck you talking about. Y'all digging up our ancestors all over the motherfucking world, playing with our bloodline. You ain't digging your motherfucking dead folks up, bitch. Y'all don't disrespect nobody like that but Negroes in real life. Yeah, and we are the minority, and I understand that now. And I know why. Because we divine, motherfucker. And y'all don't want us to know who he is. Because y'all want to kill the truth. Now we the land of the dead. The Western Plateau is the land of the dead. So you got to kill the truth to become the truth. For your lie to become the truth, you got to kill the actual truth. I can't let you do it. On my mom, I can't let y'all do that. Because this is my bloodline. And my bloodline is my religion. I'm going to hook on to this umbilical cord. I'm going to hook on to mama titty. And suck that bitch till I motherfucking leave this hoe. I ain't leaving mama, nigga. Mother Earth right here. I'm sticking to the bloodline. They ain't gonna leave me wrong. Negro, this Negro knowledge. Fuck you talking about. This Negro knowledge. Fuck you talking about. So it's in them 1,000 miles from Tuscany to Gibraltar. So you got to come back down past motherfucking Italy and all that shit to come back across that little Gibraltar Strait. Is the water that separate Spain and goddamn Morocco. See? Alright. Now what's on the other side of that bitch? Now we're gonna go past the encompass circle. We're gonna go past the center of this bitch. I don't give a fuck how far it is, down on the side of your water. When we get to the top, we'll take the ship back down the water. And the cooler beer I got in this bitch, it ain't gonna slide forward because gravity gonna hold all that shit. Gravity gonna stop the cooler from sliding forward. Gonna stop the motherfucker in the ship from goddamn playing the violin from falling over. See, this what gravity do. It's gonna pull everything to the center. And you know shit don't work like that. But we shall continue. Let's go. Let's go. Common sense. Negro sense. Y'all been playing with a Negro too long, nigga. We're too divine, nigga, for y'all to keep playing. Now what's that land on right above Tuscany? Cause we just marked those spot. And you in compass, you can't go nowhere. X marked the spot, bitch, don't move. Nobody move, nobody get motherfucking hurt right here. Don't move. You can't move. Got you. See? Because of the distortion of the land, man, I don't give a fuck how distorted, how far I got to go down the side of the ball. We still encompassing your ass in this area. Let's go. Huh? Towards the artist circle. Okay. What that is? Across the polar circle. So they go across the polar circle area is Scandia. That's the north. That's you, European. That's you. You go to Scandia. That's with the Vikings and all. That's y'all. Why you over in the east playing over laying up with Popa trying to goddamn get that Asian persuasion? Because you done persuaded the whole world with this whole shit. With no ethnicity. Then left your heritage behind. But I ain't gonna let you forget who you is. and your culture and your nature that I can't trust nothing you say. Nothing. I trust nothing you say, nigga. I give my A in school. That don't mean I believe that shit. Fuck you mean? Scandinavia. And the massive sprawling, let's go see what that says. In the massive sprawling territory of where? Tartarian, where they made up all them fake ass giants and mudslides and all that whole shit. The Tartarian map. Everybody think goddamn that Tartarian shit is so that fuck that Tartarian map and Popa. Fuck that shit. Nigga ain't got time to keep playing with these hoes. They ain't got time to keep playing with Tartarian. So that's right there next to the pole too, huh? I seen a video the other day, man, say he think they goddamn they fake goddamn the Arctic area with goddamn Tartarian. I said saying a white man was had that bitch on that bitch. I want to listen to it a little bit and I got it marked. I'm gonna listen to it too. Cause he might be on to something. The European island, Scandinavia, the European island near Scandinavia, described as having the cleanest air and the healthiest climate. Oh, they the best thing smoking. They gonna make you healthy and everything. They gonna give you vaccines. They gonna help you live. They gonna start big pharmaceutical markets off the shit that you grow on your land. They gonna get your cocaine, your quinine. They gonna get all your medicines about your rainforest, and then they gonna help make you better with your shit. Bitch, I already know how to do this. Then turn great grandma into the witch instead of the witch being up under the moon over there. See, great grandma gonna become the witch doctor. They gonna put her in jail for trying to heal you, your bloodline. The titty your mama suck, the titty your grandma suck. Now she's a witch doctor, huh? Now she don't know what the fuck to do with her crops that she grow over here divinely up under the sun. Now they know what's best for you. They gonna interchange the witch, the wicked witch, and fuck your grandma and tell her she's a wicked witch, and then make the witch be lovable. Now you niggas wanna fuck the witch. The fuck wrong with y'all niggas, bro? We ain't lunatics. They hide behind this shit and still secretly do all that lunar shit, That's why they wait on that full moon. Fuck Halloween, bro. They ain't our shit. That's evil spirits and shit being conjured into a motherfucking realm. And I don't want to be in that realm with evilness, bro. Taking on the evil ways of the beast. See? Unknowingly though, I ain't blaming y'all, I'm just letting you know what's going on now. They got the cleanest and cleanest air in the healthiest climate. What? Okay. The Asian island above Siberia. It's the massive elongated landmass extending from the northern coast of Asia. Y'all just look at that map. Y'all can see what I'm talking about. Above Canada and Greenland. That's our side now. That's our side. Positioned near the Northwest Passage area. Traditionally placed on the opposite side. Yeah, cause now they finna take the pygmy shit from the African. We began at the beginning of the now where God happy dwells. And God happy is a little dwarf, the little pygmies. So now they goddamn fucking with the pygmies. This the North doing this shit. Now they see? Now they got the pygmies. Who is the pygmy? The Celtic. You don't see the little Boston Celtic there? Now they got them a little midget there. See? Now they got them a little midget there. See? Now they're gonna take the pigment knowledge from the African and put it down. Traditionally placed on the opposite side of the European Channel, noted in lore as being inhabited by small statured people. Now they got pygmies. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? And then you got Ireland over here. It's called Hibernia. This land been hibernating on no how long. Cause it's special land. Cause this is where you drop the Atlantis at. And this is how you're floating over the souls of my ancestors. But that's another story there. And Scotia is the closest plate to the plate that I call the Nazca plate, the fake ass plate. And it floats right on back across all this shit and go back up there and connect with the Royal Islands. The Royal Islands is Scotland and goddamn Ireland. That's the English Channel, ain't it? So the English Channel next to the pole too? What the fuck going on right here? You got a land that's hibernating And you got the Scottille plate just floating down here by South America. And then all of a sudden, in real time, that motherfucker just float right back across all this Arctic, all this ice and everything, and connect back up with Ireland. And these become the Royal Islands, where they floating over the top of the Atlantis, bro. Where they floating on the top of the souls of our ancestors, where they were just throwing niggas off the ship into the water, nigga. Negro knowledge. Ain't nothing like it, common sense. So now they gotta pick me. The Boston Celtics, the 4-leaf clover, the luckiest lucky now. Lucky I'm here to goddamn hip you. According to the map, legend notes the ocean rushed through 4 channels between these 4 islands, emptying a massive whirlpool beneath the central black rock, Rufus Niagara. Yeah, Niagara Falls, motherfucker. Fuck you talking about Canada got falls, it's the Niagara Falls that separate us from them northerners. And when they call you in the west of Americas, when they name you in the United States of America, North America, when you accept that, now you in the belly of the beast. See, but they left your ass and went on over there to the east and marinated and got the Asian persuasion, and they gonna just enclose you and take over the west politically and geographically. You can't explain yourself because they got so much distortion in this bitch. But they ain't from the west, they from the north. North anything, northwest. But they don't want to talk about the north no more because you're gonna see their lineage. All them other Europeans come from this north, bro. Scandinavia sits directly above the Iberian Peninsula. It do. So it sits, but you got to go past motherfucking Tuscany and Italy to get to Scandinavia. So we just went past the pole. We just went past the pole. Trying to go up here, nigga. Let's go. That's what the boy had the boat float. And the British Islands. I just told you the British Islands, the Royal Islands, Ireland. I mean Hibernia until they let it get through hibernate, until time passes along for enough generations to forget, and then they name that bitch Ireland, the Irish. Then they try to say they treat the Irish like Negro. Man, I'm about to trying to hear that shit. Ireland and Scotland is they were them the British Islands. In actual geographic distance from the southern tip of the Iberian Peninsula, Gibraltar, to the southern port of Scandinavia, Denmark, Sweden, Rus, Russia. See, roughly 1,500 miles. You mean to tell me they can't find this pole within 1,500 miles, man? We in the curve. The gravity pulling the ship down. We floating up here. We doing good. Gravity got us. We going up here. The boat ain't sliding. The cool ain't sliding backwards and none of that shit. Ain't nobody falling. We going up this goddamn curve. And we gonna find this pole. Because y'all can't seem to find this bitch north. Because everything about north is bullshit. Including the dinosaur. So y'all should have went on and told us the dinosaur was a myth. Like they told us that dragon a myth. That's why I don't give a fuck about that dragon with his animated ass. Because he done animated the world. And y'all hide behind the sun. But y'all really are lunatics. That's why y'all ain't had no fruit. Y'all ain't know how to cultivate. Y'all are not the agricultural people that was blessed by God with abundance of fruitful above the fruity plain fruits, nigga. Paradise, nigga. This is why it became paradise to you. But we over here eating each other up. That's why you took our lands, because we was cannibals. We eating each other up. We got all this good shit in abundance over here, nigga. And we've been navigating this Lincoln Navigator across these waters all this time and cultivating the earth, nigga. Driving Lincoln Navigators with the cross sitting out in front of that hoe on flat water, coming across from the west to the east. Ain't got to circumnavigate this shit. Just go across there. Like y'all all come across the face of the earth. All you gotta do is go across the face of the earth. That's all you got. Asia and America. Last on to America is that white beast that'll be north up there. We cross it. Last on to the goddamn Asia is that black summer bitch down there, south. But he's still in the east and they still in the goddamn west. So it'll be south, east, northwest. Okay. Anyway. Y'all get it one day. To the southern port of Scandinavia. Okay, boom. 1,500 miles. And you just went past Italy and Tuscany to get back over to goddamn Scandinavia. You European northern son of a bitch. The fuck is you talking about? I'm on that type shit. This Negro knowledge, this idea, this how we gonna teach in school, nigga. The Bering Strait is approximately 1,600 miles from the North Pole. God damn. So you mean that Annian Strait that you try to call a myth, that Annian Strait that becomes the Bering Strait, but it's a myth because you don't want me to connect them Jomon people to them Ainu people in this location. And them Jomons is the Negroes that was over there, that came over there to motherfucker cultivate and do what they supposed to do by God on this earth, by sustaining life on this earth and goddamn cultivating the lands so the land can sustain us. We got to eat nobody up. We can share this shit divinely. The ones who wrote the morals, don't fuck nobody else wife there, don't kill no nigga there. Yeah, the laws of my eye. See, you little mo, you should have been putting a feather in your motherfucking head instead of a fruit bowl, trying to act like you the motherfucking original nigga that brought fruit to the world. Running around all them goddamn fruit bowls and fruit turbans and shit on your head like you that nigga. Sit your little African ass down, Burble. That way, nigga. Little mo. Over there playing in my graveyard like you got some bitch. That's our graveyard, hoe. Fuck you talking about. Yeah, I'm fit be on that type shit like that. Cause I got Negro knowledge. I listen to my ancestors and my bloodline, nigga. To the death, hoe. Yeah, real shit. 1,600 miles from the back straight to the North Pole. Y'all can't find this bitch. But y'all done flew up under the bottom of the ball. Y'all done flew up under the bottom of the ball upright and flew over the South Pole too. They got some land out there called named out the Average Bird, the one who did the shit. I say out there how they got them naming and taking parts of these lands that's around the North Pole that they ain't been there. But they told me when I was there, they been there with the Eskimo. But now I can't call the Eskimo because he running from this goddamn information that I'm giving you now. They running from their motherfucking heritage now. Want to be European. Fuck European or European. That's all that. Europe is the East, nigga. In them European countries, y'all come down there and name all that shit. Bitch, that's our graveyard. Bitch, that's Negro shit. That shit sit right on the other side of the Sahara Desert. All that shit was desert. We cultivated that shit and put that shit close to the water for a burial ground for our people. Them Negroes buried up in them goddamn mounds over there, bitch. That's my bloodline. Them European, there ain't no motherfucking moles and went over there and talked. Man, fuck them moles. That's Negro bloodline, nigga. That's our graveyard, bitch. Y'all don't give a fuck about going in our motherfucking tombs and graves and shit. Living off of it. Fuck you. Then they change the name Catholic Copeland Island. That's Greenland. The most permanent land on earth. The most permanent land on earth. And it's the closest to the pole, and it's right there next to all this shit. So this is where they created that North Pole at. They can't change this spot because I'm encompassing them with the Masonic compass. I'm gonna stick that goddamn point right in the middle of that goddamn black rock, and I'm gonna spin that. I'm gonna let that bitch out by how many degrees? Say how many degrees I gotta let it out there? That compass out, and I'm gonna spin that bitch. It's gonna make a circle. I'm gonna encompass their ass in this area right here until we figure this shit out. That's how y'all do it. Y'all do it on your own. You got enough brains to do it. You know why? Because you divine. You the supreme mathematics. Use geometry. Use their compass and rule. Because it belongs to you. Just like the alphabet and the language they speak belong to you. The fuck they talking about? The northernmost point of Greenland in the mainland. See? We can go past this because they ain't doing it but change the name of the shit. The way they do. We can go past it. Now, in the high Arctic archipelago of the North Siberia, see? Ellesmere Island, there go Canada, that's on our side, that's the north. That's in the west, but it's north, but it's in the west. That's where they from, the north. Ellesmere, that's the island. See, right there, it said Canada right there. Hey, baby. Hey, damn, I shouldn't have never looked. I hate when I see my baby. I get this all that love you, baby. Yeah, that's the first lady of melanation. See, that's the first lady of melanation right there. Yellow. They keep that yellow gel on me too. You hear me? Fuck y'all talking about. Ellesmere, that's Canada. That's the fall. Niagara Fall. That's what separates us. Ain't no motherfucking Canada sitting on top of our head. They crossed the falls. There was water do fall. I done seen Niagara Falls. Right up there in Buffalo, I seen it. It falls, waterfall. I don't think no boat can goddamn travel up a waterfall. That's the only water hill I seen, but it was going downward. Waterfalls, and then seek containment and flatten out and rise in level. No water do. I'm just saying. But we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going looking for this pole. Let's go. We're gonna keep going looking for this motherfucking pole. So now these the 4 islands that we talking about, the one with the pigment. Now these the islands that sit around, and now you got, they saying manners. I'm gonna get off into that cause it's 35 miles from this motherfucker, 600 miles from this motherfucker, 1,050 miles from this motherfucker, and Ellesmere Island close to Canada. Canada right up on this bitch ain't number 1,250 miles from the North Pole. And they tell me they can't find this bitch cause it ain't there. Cause you dealing with a northern bitch that's hiding in the east with the beast that gave him the authority to send your ass into Wonderland. Space. You get it? The dragon gave the beast the authority, and we praise the dragon for doing so, because we praise the east so much. Thank you for giving them the authority to give us our God, to send us, to lead us off into wonder. Go read the scripture and see if I'm lying about what I'm saying. In the ultimate wonderland is space. Put you on a globe and got you spending all your niggas on Mars, y'all, your Venus, y'all just studying this shit. It's just sophistication. They make it look sophisticated. They make a lot look sophisticated. Sophisticated ain't no real shit. Sophisticated is goddamn trumped up, fabricated bullshit that made it look sophisticated to draw you in. And they draw you in with things they learned from your people. But they secretly still doing sacrifices. Y'all know that. Y'all see they cloning? When I first started to my clone, y'all thought I was crazy. Y'all shouldn't think I'm crazy now. Don't you see they sacrificing? Then you hear Kanye boy say he sacrificed his mama, man. It was a shitty deal. But at least it came with a few Cadillacs and toys and mansions like a Happy Meal. That's why Kanye just went crazy, man. Then they had to clone him. Give him the blonde hair and change his ears up. I showed you how to look at this shit, bro. I showed y'all this shit with the whoop-de-whoop. Y'all whoop-de-whooping for a reason. You a fuck other bitch, somebody that can't understand me perfect. I know you one of them. You can't understand a nigga talking, bitch, get out of here. Cause this nigga shit, this Negro knowledge, nigga. This divine knowledge, nigga. Straight up. Fuck y'all talking about. I don't play with this shit. I don't play with this shit. The American island, now America called Grokeland. The landmass extending up from the left side of the circle represent the northernmost reaches of North America as part of the new world, as part of the new world, as part of the global world. We're moving from a continental world, from the continental world into a global economic ran by Japan. The reason you're gonna be in debt to them forever until you goddamn wake up on this Western Plateau and let these people know you know who the fuck you is, bruh. Until we do that, we forever stuck, nigga. Reaches to the new world. The new world probably Spain down off and there. They said, no, North America. Part of the new world are neighboring phantom islands like Grokeland, Greenland. So Greenland is already part of North America, and it's the closest thing to the motherfucking pole. Ain't that a bitch and you can't find this hoe? The 4 circumpolar islands, right at the absolute center, they are 4 large, distinct mystical islands separated by 4 inward flowing rivers surrounding the central magnetic group is Negroe. The land coming, why did right here? Why did right here? The land coming from the American side represent the early exploration mapping. Can't see it. They said mapping of the northern new world reaching towards the Arctic Center. So there's the land reaching towards the Arctic Center. So we right next to this shit. Why we can't find it? Because they didn't fake you out and ran their ass over there with their papping with the Asian persuasion. Now they gonna persuade the whole world that they know some shit by a language they learned from a nigga like you and call you anti-Semitic. I don't want to talk. Anytime they call you anti-Semitic, just say I don't want to talk, because that's what that means. That means they gonna use your language against you, because they can't use their heritage, because they ain't got shit. All that shit over there in Rome and all that shit, all them unfinished buildings and shit, nigga, that's what y'all came in, we was still building. There ain't no war shit. There's some shit that we was incomplete. Then all of a sudden y'all building app long buildings. All of a sudden Japan building shit that like the goddamn mound builders and the Negroe built to give y'all cradles of civilization. Now all of a sudden y'all got the technology to do so. Now all of a sudden goddamn motherfucking Solomon Temple sits in Japan, Far East. Can you see Jap-Jew now? The Jap-Jew connection, the brick clip, the belly of the beast. Y'all don't see what I'm trying to show you? Man, y'all better talk. Because it's the truth. Greenland close as fuck to this bitch. So why they can't find this pole? If it's magnetic, get a goddamn magnet and put on your ass and then it'll stick your ass right to the bitch if it's magnetic like that. If it got enough magnetism to make the stars in the heaven pivot around this area, because this is what they say, the Polaris nigga that goddamn put the pole down here into the motherfucking, the stars in the heaven is pivoting around this area because the magnetism of the center, now the center of the earth is hot and they didn't change it all up to this middle of the ball shit. No, bitch, y'all said a pole down this bitch got this motherfucking, the stars in the sky rotating and pivoting around because the stars in the heavens ain't got their own circuits they moving on celestially. According to the North with they dumb ass. Now your dumb ass want to go over there and hide and say you're a European and want everybody to smile in your motherfucking face. Nigga, fuck you. Bitch, don't miseducate me, bitch. And think I'm gonna like it and swallow it and not say shit, bitch, when I got A's on this dumb ass shit. I know it was dumb when I was making A's on the shit. I just didn't want to front, bitch. Fuck your town back. Yeah, Negro knowledge, nigga. Common sense is Negro knowledge. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. On the map, Greenland is placed closest to the northmost tip of Scandinavia, Europe, which is Europe, with Scandinavia in the north, Europe in the north. Not over there where they turn like you. No, not in the east over there, in the north over here. Canada, all that shit over here. This is where you from. This is where all you from. This y'all lineage is over here. In the Phantom Islands, Frischland, because the map is unique. I don't give a fuck. You inside this. You inside. We encompassing you. If we go down, we got to go down and come bring your ass back up to this pole with us. We'll take the ship down or however far we got to go. You trying to get away, bitch? Come back up this hill so we can go get this North Pole together that you done gave us, hope. Go fuck what you trying to say projected like I don't give a fuck about none of that. We inside it. We inside a circumference now, bitch. We'll come down there outside. We'll go outside the outer ring and bring your ass back up here. Because we're going to find this pole today. Huh? In reality, the shortest distance between Greenland and the Bering Strait is roughly 2,000 motherfucking miles. From Greenland to the Bering Strait, to the Anine Strait, 2,000 miles? With all this strong military and fighter jets and goddamn nuclear bombs and all this shit y'all got going on, bitch, y'all still can't find this pole? Ain't that a goddamn shame across the Arctic Ocean? Is it the Arctic Ocean or is that shit still the Pacific? I'm coming Hawaii. I'm coming Australia. Cause you, the motherfuckers that's in the way for me saying this is Japan location. Cause if it's a South Pole or North Pole, bitch, you the North Pole. Bitch, that's your location. That's why you want it to be hard to find, bitch. That's why I was confused about why Australia in my way. This should be Japan right here. And bitch, you is right there. Bitch, I'm a genius. I play chess, ho. Fuck you talking about. So now I know what Solomon Temple is. Now I know where the shrine's located at. That all my people want to be Mason and want to be able to be accepted to the shrine and get them a sword and get some prestige in this fuck ass global world you created, you like animated son of a bitch. You don't excite me at all, fuck nigga. Bitch ass motherfucker. You on the opposite end of where I'm at. You on the opposite end of this west. You far east. Bitch. You done animated the world, and I'm animating up by my motherfucking self. And I'm letting my drum roll, because I done played the dumb roll on this hoe for a long time. Brrr, dumb roll to the drum roll. Niggas that know I'm fed, they know. Whoop the whoop. I ain't fuck all that. The drum rolling, bitch. This your location. Yeah, this where the strine's at. For you niggas that want to be striners. And then they give you a motherfucking, then they give you another book. Now they want to give you the goddamn Quran. could have been gave it to me. Message to the black man. Tell you, Malcolm X figured this shit out. Yeah, that's why he wanted my mother. That's why he that. I'm gonna start using my motherfucking goddamn. I'm gonna start using my niggas. That's my starting lineup right there. Cause they connected themselves to the divine. Cause they knew who they was, bro. And they make niggas like that shit the fuck up. Yo, 2,000 miles to the Bering Strait from Greenland. So goddamn Alaska right next to the pole too. We don't sell us Alaska. Cause it's wrapping around the back of the ball, but now it's wrapping around the top side of this bitch. So we know we got to be in the curve. We know the script, this ship got to be cartooned and bending into the water instead of riding flat, flushing the water like my ancestors navigated. The ones who taught you how to talk, yeah, them Phoenicians and Canaanites that your God told to kill every last one of them motherfuckers, get them away from over there. All them Negroe barriers right there in Europe and all that shit. Man, them Negroe barriers, nigga, that's our graveyard, bitch. I said it. Yo, I'm on y'all ass like that with this shit. Real shit. Greenland is roughly 2,200 miles away from the motherfucker. Away. Now, hold on, look what I said. Not Greenland, not that way to Bering Strait. Now, look, now check this out. Greenland is roughly 2,200 miles from Italy. From Italy, that's the other side of the pole. We going from side to side of the pole. So we going around the pole. We playing Ring Around the Roses with these niggas. We playing Tea Time. We doing the fairy tale shit with them. We miffing with them. They just playing. Now Greenland got down 2,200 miles, goes to Italy. What up, new? What up, new? Try and see your ass in there, nigga. Huh? Now they go to Italy to it. So why they keep playing around this motherfucking pole? Nigga, ain't nobody got time to play with y'all no more. You know, this drum roll. Ain't no motherfucking goddamn dumb roll no more. If I'm dumb, I'm dumb. This is what I come up with, bitch. I don't play. The northernmost point of Greenland, that becomes an ice sheet. I heard word of mouth that shit ain't used to be full of no ice like that. It's about 440 miles from the North Pole, making it the closest landmass to it on Earth. The fuck? Greenland is on our side, North America. They done put the pygmies right there with them now. Let these motherfuckers tell the story. Now the pygmies over here. This shit remind me of Elon Musk. All that shit Obama talked about. Well, the reason we haven't been back to the North Pole, one nigga told the little girl because we didn't go in the first place. The little girl, he said, you gotta be a smart little girl, ask a question. So why haven't we been back to the moon? That motherfucker, with that motherfucker name, that big goddamn hoe get mad, start spitting at the camera and everything. Cause they beasts. They lunatics. We haven't been back up, maybe we didn't go. That nigga told the little girl, maybe we didn't go. This the nigga, boy, all good you whatever the nigga name is. Then here go Obama trying to explain about this shit. We can't get outside lower Earth's orbit. We can't get outside of it. Then also we have a what the fuck that shit is? Damn. The Van Allen belt, the radiation belt. We can't get through the Van Allen radiation belt. And we're trying to make breakthroughs. It's impossible. Then Elon Musk come and just start doing all kind of crazy shit. Taking cars to the moon, taking cars to Mars, doing all kind of shit. Then they say they can't do. Now they got to go back and let the Japanese scientists try to help him figure out how the fuck y'all ain't made him explain none of this shit. You just said we couldn't get outside lower Earth orbit and we couldn't goddamn go through the Van Allen radiation belt. But here come Elon Musk, man, I'm tired of this shit, tired to take this shit to a new level. Fuck y'all hoe. The same nigga that supported Trump when Trump first started goddamn trying to be president. But now they now they on script. Bitch, you was his biggest supporter. Bitch, y'all stop playing. His uncle had goddamn Tesla goddamn blueprints, and you come up with Tesla, but y'all ain't no cahoots to this shit. Man, y'all, man, stop letting these folks play with y'all, man. Ain't no pole. Ain't no pole. And Antarctica is the ice that's in the west. So they already got you, they got you giving them all their resources by default, because you're in a covenant with them through this Jewish shit, through all that religious shit. So you already in the covenant always be giving them, you born into sin. Your children born into sin, your children, you will always be over here working and giving them your resources as your debt grow while you give them your shit. That shit don't make no sense. But see, the trick is, Antarctica sit right behind you. And they all off in your Antarctic ice. And want you to think it sits up on the bottom of a motherfucking ball and niggas flying over the motherfucker upside right. Instead of the plane being upside down and flying up under the bitch's shoulders and shit, cause they ain't gonna never be able to show this shit. So y'all always stand on goddamn until you goddamn turn that camera on and show us this motherfucker transition into. Remember them words, transition into. That's all. Fuck all everything they got to say until you show us it transition into the ball you say it is. That the nigga said it got to be Photoshopped. Transition into it. With all the high-tech cameras and satellites and all that shit you got, we can't see the transition. What happened during the transition of it turning into what you say it is? Until you do that, bitch, set the fuck up and sit your ass down, cause you a beast and you live in the East. And my heart ain't in the East. My heart in the West with my bloodline. Over here in paradise, where y'all done came and fucked us up. The divine Negro. This Negro knowledge. Let us see the transition. Cut to the chase, nigga. It's meat and potatoes we dealing with. Y'all remember that? And then remember when a bitch asks you, are you anti-Semitic, with all them threats and want to kill you and hang you and throw you in prison if you anti-Semitic? I can't be anti-Semitic or towards a language that I gave you. I don't want to talk. Shout out to Myron Maxfield. I don't want to talk. That's the answer to that shit. Yeah, I know I started the motherfucking Myron Maxfield Mystery School for a reason. That nigga got one of the rawest answers ever. I don't want to talk. That's what you say when them hoes ask you, is you anti-Semitic? Bitch, I don't want to talk. Because that's all it means. I just want to use my signs and symbols and my sign language and shit there, because y'all trying to entrap me into some bullshit. Try to make me say I hate you. Bitch, you know I hate you, ho. You enslaved me, bitch. The fuck you talking about? I don't want to talk. Everything jokes and coming on this bitch. Let me go. Before it get, see right there? They disappeared the land right there. That shit right there is Tuscany and Italy. And on this map, it's the same thing. Tuscany and Italy. And there go the two land masses. Draw the line in between the middle of 9 straight. Blow it up for yourself. See how big of that shit is over there? That's 84 to 87% of the world's population in the East represent the moon and lunar cycles. They are lunatics. They think that they can get rid of the sun and still sustain life when the sun is existence. Nature. Yeah, you divine, man. We divine, man. That's, I don't give a fuck how much I cuss, I wanted to try to talk right, but goddamn it is what it is. I'm trying to get some more niggas to get mad and do some studying in this shit. And then go to Americans over here on this side. See, it's the same thing. See, it's the same thing. See that green, America, see the same thing. All this, it's the same thing. Why they can't find the pole? Because it ain't there. Why the North running from what they put out? Ain't no North Pole. Ain't no pole, and it ain't North. So fuck you. North Star, all that, anything North, fuck y'all. I'm gonna talk about it like my ancestors. The star that don't move. Well, I go research the name and tell you what my ancestors called. That's what we call the star that don't move. That's how we navigated on that 33rd parallel and built those structures over there in that east. All over Japan. All over in China building shit. And they stomped the Negro up out of that hole. Because if a Negro go and set up shop, he should still be there. Now you go and check the population of Negro, the Negro population in any of those areas, and tell me if it makes sense. It makes sense that they ate your ass up in them skull and bone cathedrals. Them your skulls and bones that they built all them goddamn skull and bone cathedrals with. That's what happened to your ancestors. They ain't make it home. They ain't make it home. And they ain't nowhere to be found. The only ones you gonna find is the ones you buried in them skulls and bones on them cathedrals. Them the Negroes. So yeah, we are the minority. And I don't like it. And it don't fit well with my soul, my nigga. I am who I am. And that's what I'm not, I never motherfucking be. And when I be a straight motherfucking G, nigga, a genius. A humble genius. I wanna be a pawn on the chessboard. Too much responsibility when you become a king. Nigga, I turn down right to make sure I stay humble and forever seek knowledge, nigga. That's all I want to do is figure this shit out for my people. Y'all call me the prodigal son around this hoe. With that being said, I'm finna get the fuck up off this bitch. That way. Y'all bitches is not no European. And if you is a European, you're living off the lineage of my language. Your lineage is my language. That's why Moses was writing in Paleo-Hebrew, the language that come from the Americas. Lil Mo, that's our graveyard, bitch. Yeah, you know the goddamn, you know the law real good because you helped them make it, bitch. Fuck you. That's what I'm on. I said, what? I said, boom. Bitch. The truth don't need no help. God damn it, it ain't gonna bend, break, not motherfucking fall. We found the pole, y'all. 3 points for us. We just keep the field goal through the poles with Negro knowledge. Now y'all go and make it make sense to yourself.